Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Food Junkie, and hey, Sephora, baby, how you doing? Um, Good morning, everybody. Hope everyone's having a great day. Hope everyone had a great night. This is your boy Food Junkie, and I was listening to a couple things on YouTube, and I told you guys I'm pretty much everywhere on YouTube, and I try to get different content and information from different places. What's up, Fayette? How you doing, baby? And y'all know what's going on with Joe Buttons, Tahiri, and the Hollywood Unlocked situation where Tahiri came onto the Hollywood Unlocked and pretty much tried to expose or allegedly expose Joe Budden for domestic violence that he committed against her. We know the whole rumors that's been going around with Joe Budden for a while now, and things of that nature. But I was roaming these YouTube streets or roaming the internet streets or the social media streets, I should say. And yesterday I came across, was it yesterday morning or the day before, 2 days ago morning, Joe Budden responded to Jason Lee about what was going on and how he's disappointed and how he can't believe that Jason Lee, you know, exposed this information or had this interview on, his birthday. And then also it was like, is Jason Lee working with Spotify, because we all know how the deal with Joe Buttons and Spotify actually um, combusted, I should say, and pretty much Joe Buttons walked away from the deal or the negotiation table. But all that stuff that was going on, so Jason Lee responded to that. So then Charlamagne made a response about what happened about the domestic violence thing, the whole movement going on right now on protect Black women, things like that. And Buzz did that was not based on what Megan Thee Stallion did with old dude who shot her in the foot. All that was being discussed, all that's being discussed right now in social media and things like that. And with that, Joe Budden made a response to Charlamagne. Because, the difference between Charlamagne and Joe Buttons is, or the difference between Jason Lee, Joe Buttons, and Charlamagne is, Joe Buttons and Jason Lee own their stuff. Charlamagne works for Revolt. And Jason Lee mentioned that yesterday about ownership of, and how ownership of something is different than just working for something or for someone. So when I ran across Joe Budden's response to Charlamagne, I listened to it. And I found so many similarities to what he was talking about and what is going on now in this sector of YouTube. So I'm going to, I'm playing part of Joe Budden's podcast, and I'm going to give commentary on it. I'm playing it for entertainment and education. And this is for entertainment purposes and educational purposes only. And I'm gonna be giving commentary. I'm gonna listen to some stuff, let y'all listen to some stuff, and then I'm going to stop it and to comment throughout the whole situation. So let's get this started, guys. And I will tell you how this touched me and how I got involved in this right here. Please like the video. I appreciate it if y'all like the video, you guys. Thank you very much. I definitely would appreciate it if y'all like the video.
Imagine if it was another nigga moving like me and you doing that over at iHeart. Imagine what happens. Shout out to everybody choosing to do it whatever way they see best fit. I'm not angry at you. My issue comes when you use your very powerful voice to shit on something that you just will never understand. Like Dame sat there and said to you, yo, if you're not funding your shit, we're not having the same talk. I'm funding this.
What he's talking about right there is when Charlamagne chooses to downgrade what he's doing. But he's saying that you don't own your stuff. You don't own your rights. You don't own what you're doing. What you're actually doing is allowing someone above you to tell you what to do when you are the one who actually made it possible for them to have the money and the status that they have today. he says throughout this podcast is that Charlemagne has the #1 morning talk radio show for that company for the past 10 years, but yet he doesn't own it. He asked Charlemagne, sorry guys, he asked Charlemagne a question, and the question was, how much do you get paid? He didn't ask for the number because he really don't care about the number. But he wants to also, I think when he was asking that question, he wants to ask the question of not only how much do you get paid, but how much does the company make? He said it's okay for the company to give you, if the company making 9 figures and they're giving you 6 figures, but you're the #1 person in that segment, how does that make sense? And I'm going to drop this link to this podcast below so y'all can listen to it yourself. So y'all can get what y'all want to get from it. But that's what I always say. I tell people all the time in my real life, if you're worried about LeBron James making X amount of millions of dollars, what do you think the team that he's playing for going to get in and get from him to afford to pay him that kind of money? They're looking at it as, if we're gonna pay him $115 million for his 2, 3, 4, 5-year contract, was not, we're expected to make within that 5-year contract thing a substantial amount of more money than we're paying him. And not only that, there's things in this contract. Hold on a second. I'll let some more stuff play because that's what I'm going to say is going to be very contingent on what he said as well, and it's going to make sense.
Right. Charlemagne, you've been #1 10 years at iHeart, fucking mass media conglomerate, and you're just talking your network, but you're not paying for nothing. So what splits are you about to get? That's what Spotify said to me, Charlemagne. They said, hey, we want to participate in something that we're not building. And I said, no. I've never asked for anything. I've never asked for anything. There's been no negotiation because there's nothing to negotiate. I'm looking at how you treat people.
Everyone is talking about, someone's jealous of the non-existence of whatever situation is going on in this sector right now. You miss your opportunity. You miss this. You miss that. You should have bowed down to. You should have kissed the ass of. You should have picked up the hem of the garments of. You should have served someone some tea in an empty cup on camera just for them to look at you like you're crazy. No one talked about negotiating about what figure am I going to receive based on XYZ. The money aspect wasn't done. We heard Billie Jean say it was an afterthought. What's up, Miss Queen, baby? How you doing? We heard that they wanted Billie Jean to produce a 30-minute documentary or a 30-minute video, excluding certain people from it. But the money aspect of it wasn't even talked about through Billie Jean. So it was, I want to use your talents. I want to use your expertise. I want to use your time, your energy, your creative ability was not to help me build something. But yeah, we'll talk about the money later. What's up, Nadine, baby? How you doing? Long time, baby. And that's what Joe Budden's talking about. It went from you trying to criticize me on quote unquote allegedly domestic violence to talk about my business. But if you want to talk about my business, let's talk about my business. Let's talk about the things that really mean something. Let's talk about something that really actually is going to move something and go somewhere with something. So I correlated. I told you guys I'm always connecting the dots of what I hear, what I experience, what's not, and taking in what it is that I need to get from it, whatever, to move me forward in thinking and move me forward in business, to move me forward in how I project myself. And watching this podcast of Joe Budden's is something that really just dots was just connecting left and right. So everyone that's saying that someone's jealous, someone is this, someone that was not, What do I have to be jealous of someone who purposely go into being a subservient person and not getting anything out of it was not tangible? Granted, yeah, some people just want the opportunity to be there in the room. If I don't own the chair that I'm sitting in, if I don't have that type of mentality of I want to own this, I want a piece of it, I want the splits as well, I don't want to just be in the room. Oh, you're feeling well, baby? I'm sorry to hear that, Miss Queenie. Hope you feel better. I'm sorry to hear that, sweetheart. I'll be praying for you. Feel better. I'll be praying for you. A lot of people don't understand that concept, that mindset, because you have that worker bee mindset was not. You don't want to be a partner in something. You don't want to own something. What you want to do is you just want to be happy just to be in the room. I'm just happy for the experience. Okay, the experience is fine, but what am I going to get out of this experience? Granted, nothing's guaranteed because it's already in the contract. Was not if you like. He also mentioned earlier part of this podcast where he was saying that in his contract after the Spotify deal subsided or was no longer, they came to him like, well, you don't get the bonus anymore. But he was like, the bonus was written into the contract. How is it that you are dealing with someone who's moving the goalpost every time you try to do something? Every time you try to move forward, you're moving the goalpost so I don't reach that goal. So therefore, I'm working with people who is actually, you know what I'm saying, never meant for me, never intended for me to move ahead. I'm working with someone who wanted me to just pretty much stay in the same place, to stay stagnant. Let's listen to some more of this right quick.
What is there to discuss? I came here for information. This entire time you've been giving me information. You approached me 8 months into the joint. Hey, here's a new deal I want to fuck you in. We said no. They come back in December. They mad about it, no bonus. Cool. The bonus is written in the contract. It's written there. Hey, if you hit this, you get this. Guess what? If the people making the rules change the goalposts, you don't get it. Charlamagne, you'll never know the true value of Breakfast Club when you're in a fucking multimedia conglomerate and they just gonna cross-collateralize everything in the universe. You never see a penny. Y'all just reading ads. Shut up. Stop interrupting me. I'm busy doing real shit that's gonna affect you. And when I say to you, hey, don't worry about it, I'm gonna show you, you just get defensive. What you mean? What you mean you're gonna show me? I got a network too. I know what you're doing. I know what's coming. I think you're stupid. I think your team don't know what. Huh?
See, and when someone like me come on here, small platform, just here for the trying to inform, trying to entertain, trying to do the things that I'm doing. People are like, well, you're mad because your numbers are small. You're mad because you're not doing this. What you don't understand is that I'm building a foundation. I'm building a foundation of integrity, of showing people that I have morals, showing people that I'm not going to do anything just for a couple dollars. And if I want to do something, I want to make sure that I'm owning what I'm doing. I want to make sure that I'm doing it because it's the right thing to do. I'm doing it because, I'm going to get something in the long run. And if it takes me a little longer than someone just throwing a couple dollars in my pocket, well, it's not, someone invested in me. What's up, Rick Reed? How you doing, baby? When you are doing that, I want you to understand that I am also an owner of this. I own my own image. I own my own situation. I am the one who's going to move forward and push forward to make sure that I am happy. And if it doesn't make me happy, doesn't make me comfortable, doesn't make me what I want, I move on. You're not going to sit up here and tell me that, I'm going to do this because this is what happened. You're not going to tell me what to put on my channel, what to put on my thing, how many more videos to make, and things of that nature. That's not going to happen. I'm not going to sit up here and thank you, Rick. Appreciate that again. I just read what you said. I'm not going to sit up here and let you push me or bully me into doing something that I don't want to do, that I don't feel comfortable in doing. It may look like I'm missing out on opportunity, but the reality is I'm keeping my integrity. I'm keeping my way of thinking. I'm keeping the integrity of what I want to build, not what you want me to build in order for you to say something. I'm not anyone's puppet. And basically that's what Joe Budden is saying. What's up, Jetnet, baby? How you doing? Hey, Blue Bottoms, how you doing? Hey, the Soap, how you doing, baby? Exactly, consistency is key. Let's listen to more of Joe Budden has to say. Also, I'm going to post this on my community page as well, so y'all can actually hear the full thing.
We the two kings. I'm not talking about Rogan. He white. He don't know the fight. You know the fight. You're telling me about a white dude somewhere in a black king conversation. Do not be conditioned that way. December come. I'm trying to get you to see. Never make some.
And a lot of people listen to what certain people say, and the way they talk is as if they are being conditioned and trying to condition us to think a certain way for a certain group of people. Like I said, I'm not against anybody white or anybody who's not black. That's not what I'm saying. That's not the point I'm trying to get across. But when you're telling me that Trump is the better way and people's life has changed for the better since Trump been in office, yeah, there may be a spattering or sprinkling of a couple people whose life has been better, who have the same color skin pigment as I do, or if not darker. But as a whole, has the whole entire community, culture has come up since Trump in office? No. It's more vagrant and more flagrant, was not, that their racism is out there, outwardly showing you who they are, who people are, was not. And when you're speaking this tone, or speaking this language as if you are, we done moved on up because Trump was in office, you're speaking the language of the oppressor. There are black, y'all, this is still within this topic, was not, but do y'all know that a lot of, y'all remember the movie Django Unchained with Jamie Foxx, Kerry Washington, Samuel Jackson, Leo DiCaprio, you know what I'm saying? That people. When people look and talk like that, I see that Samuel Jackson character who's willing to do anything for white people, was not just to fit in, just to come forward, just to be in the house. Thinking that it's okay to just be in the house. Thank God I'm not in the field. Thank God I'm not doing this. Yes, master, what you want me to do, master? I'll do anything for you, master. As long as you give me a piece of bread, master. I don't mind getting the crumbs off the table. Was not eating that. Was not taking the slops and the second hands. Was not just because this is what I want to do, master. That whole mentality of that was not, let me shuck and jive for you, master. Let me do what I want to do for you, master. How can I please you, master? How can I make you not beat me, master? I don't want to stand out too much, was not, but I want to make sure these other folks understand that I'm the chosen one. I'm the one that you chose, master, to make sure that I got your right hand. I'm doing anything for you, master. I even turn against my own people, master. Mentality as people. Exactly. It sure has, Miss Queenie. That's why I wrote in the title. Some of y'all won't understand. Rick, you think I just be saying stuff and doing stuff and writing stuff? Y'all know I'm smarter than that. I'm much more intelligent than that. Send me a message. Send me a message. Send me a message. Exactly, Rick. Exactly. But yeah, it's that whole mentality of, let me just do what I want to do for you. Let me just touch your garment. Let me just be at the table. I don't even mind what happens from this. Let me just be at the table. It's just the experience that I need. It's just experience that I want. No. I don't want for you to give me the crumbs off the pie. I want a nice slice of pie. Let's listen some more.
White person 9 figures so they can come and offer you jewelry. Pardon me. That's why I have the same watch. Use jewelry. Because I don't care. Use jewelry. They in a panic, Charlemagne. They don't know how to deal. They don't know how to deal with us when we don't want no money. They just kept offering shit.
What question have I asked you guys? Or what video did I just have? What video did I repost that I made from the very beginning of my YouTube career? The question I asked was, how much is your soul worth? How much is your integrity worth? When you don't count on someone else to give you money or to pay your bills, you don't understand that's the power that you have. When you don't gravitate towards money from anybody and everybody, when you don't mind getting out there and working and pushing yourself to be your best self, there's power in that. Oh yeah, he got 3 jobs. How many times can someone walk around and have 3 jobs but still don't live a life? You don't know how I live. You don't know what I save. You don't know what I do. But what you do know is I don't come on here and asking for money. I'm not dropping links to popcorn, not dropping links to all these other things that I'm trying to push at you in order for me to garner money. Yeah, I understand having multiple streams of income. I do. But I'm not sitting here trying to use people or have to sit back and wait on the whims of people to give me anything. Whatever I want, I have. Whatever I want, I can afford. It's not about someone, oh, yes, I don't mind working 3 jobs. If I could work, actually, I have more than 3 jobs. I just have 3 jobs that gives me a paycheck that I have a 401k with. I do more than just 3 things in my life to garner money to make sure that I have the income that I have for me to live the life that I want to live. When you don't want money from people, when you don't want people to give you something, yeah, it sounds good. Someone invested in me was not. What do I always say, you guys? Don't allow someone to build you up or to build you because you give them power to break you down, to diminish you, to show you that you're not shit. Exactly. I hear you, Rick. It sure was. It sure was, Miss Queenie. Hey, Ashika, baby, how you doing? Good morning to you. Exactly. I'm in the business of making myself money. I'm not in the business of making someone else money. I'm going to give you that power. Exactly. Cool. You know, it's just crazy. Exactly. Exactly. No, Blue Bottoms. This is more what he's talking about.
Our negotiation period was June 1 to the end of June. Silence. It's nothing. Whatever they showed me, it was in July. Nigga, what you showing me? No. I don't need the money. Not getting mall show. You're not getting nothing. No. I just seen what you did. I watched it. I was here to watch. They telling me that our business is bad.
What are we being told? Oh, y'all business are bad because y'all missed the opportunity. Y'all missed the opportunity. If y'all didn't come over here, was not, and sit at this table and make me money to give me something, was not, your business is bad. Y'all jealous. Y'all want to be here. No. If I wanted to be there, I've been shucking and jiving. Was not why you treat me like shit. I've been shucking and jiving, allowing you to talk to me any kind of way, allowing you to speak to me any kind of way. If I wanted to be there, if I wanted that opportunity, was not to make someone else money, I could have just as easily still been there. Like a couple people that I know personally who are over there. And every time I look at it, was not, your stock go down, down, down. Because we had conversations about, you know what you've done. You know what you're walking into. And you're walking into it knowing that it's not going to end well. It may look good for the moment, or you want to be there because you think that you have no place else to go. But the reality is, hey, Connie, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? you know what you're doing. You know why you're doing it. And it's not for me to understand why you're doing it. I don't care why you're doing it or what's not. But it makes you look bad in my eyes because we have had conversations. We have had discussions. We have talked about things that you know that is not going on right. It is not being corrected. What's not. But you just choose to let it go on by and still lick up in people's butt. You know, it's not for me to save someone else. It isn't. It's for me to put out information and commentary and words and actions to show you there's other ways to do it. Was not. It's other ways to have your pride, to have your information out there without you selling yourself, without you selling your integrity, without you selling your moral standing, without you selling your soul. You know, it makes no sense that people choose to still just go with the easy route. Being me is not easy. Being able to have a cognitive mind to think and to be able to speak and speak out on the BS, that's not the easy part. The easy part is to sit back and let it happen to you, to allow life to happen to you, to allow people to use you and defame you and talk to you in any kind of way and treat you in any kind of way was not with a smile on their face. And you see that there with a forced smile on yours, accepting it. That's the easy part. You know what I'm saying? That's the easy part. Hey, Princess baby, how you doing, baby? That's the easy part. Exactly. That's why do you think it's so easy for them to pick and pluck who they want to come to on whatever scene they're in? How do you think it's so easy for them to pick and pluck? Because you have no value to them. There are hundreds of people out here who was willing to jump at the chance to sit at the table and an opportunity. So when you don't do what you want to do or want them to do, and you don't own anything, it's easy for them to pick and pluck and put somebody else in your place. When you don't have any type of standing, if you don't have any type of foot ground, any type of stronghold onto something, it's easy for you to get blown away with someone else to come into your place. You're not special. I'm not special. What's up, Jermaine? How you doing? None of us are special. How many times have I said that? How many times have I said that you're not special and I'm not special? You don't think that I know? If I don't own it, it's not solidified. If I don't have a piece of it, to where I have some control of it, it's not solidified. I don't understand how people don't understand that. Like I said, I understand people won't know. People won't understand. I get it. Listen some more. Hey, Mimi, baby, how you doing?
Well, I'll try to explain this to you in 10 minutes. The mistake that was made in music with the streaming, with inventing a new way to put shit out that you don't participate in, was not going to happen in podcasting. Why do you think they aired that shit the other day? They shouldn't have aired that. That was hard. That was craziness.
He's talking about verses with Brandy, I think.
You can't edit our creative. That's important. All of the shit is in the creative. We gonna create it. They want to participate. You can't edit this. That's one. Two, the most important one is, hey, any ad put on this podcast has to be ran by who? Give it to me. You guessed it. Hey, some of y'all don't know. I say you guessed it when I'm not even giving you a chance to guess it. You'll never guess it. So I'm telling you, I'm just giving you the credit. It's like a courtesy. You guessed it. They got to be ran by me. No, you can't come bring me Boost Mobile over however many episodes. And no, you can't do that. Last podcast when I said Spotify never had a clear intention of that, because let me tell you, creators out there how this goes. All of the companies will sell you on their ad sales team. Oh my God. They will make them sound like Jesus.
Best in the business.
You're not going to hit none of them fucking benchmarks, are you?
Do you think that when this opportunity was presented to these people that haven't got paid for this opportunity in their time and energy, it wasn't sold to them? What did Deanna say? Ty is the best hype woman in the world. Oh, I want you to do this. You're going to have this. You're going to do this. You do this. Yeah, you'll do this to this, but just change this for me real quick. Just do this right here. Then you're going to get this and that. All these opportunities of people was not that, that was been promised. You're jumping through hoops. You're compromising who you are. You're doing everything but what you pretty much want to do, what you think you have to do in order for you to grow your platform. For the promise of greatness. But yet, who has these people brought into this sector to help you grow? How substantial have you grown besides getting the subscribers of the people that's already here? We all share the same subscribers. We all have the same numbers pretty much. What have you done? What have you brought to me to show me that you have done anything but a quote unquote camera crew on a location somewhere that anyone can go? Like I always say, when I say that people need to be camera ready, well, it's not. I don't just mean physically. I mean mentally and emotionally, spiritually as well. Because like I said, you need to be inspirational. To be on TV, to be like, people aspire to be a Nene Leakes. People aspire to be an Evelyn Lozado. Because they see something in them was that they came from here and now they're here. They're elevated. It's about elevated. What's up, Lemon Drop? How you doing? It's about elevation. It's about ascending past where you are, ascending past where you thought that you could be, ascending past where you thought you could ever be. And I'm sorry to say this is not me being shady. This is me being real. I can't ascend past where I'm at with someone who's been here for 10 years, doing the same thing for 10 years, where I'm already past you. You can't take me further when I'm already past you and I'm not even doing anything. I came on here past you. Doesn't make me better than you, doesn't make me worse than you, doesn't make you less than, doesn't make me more than. It's just that I came on here past you. So you can't make me or help me ascend further when I'm already ascended past where you are. You can't help me elevate, no shade attended, when you've been here for 10 years and we're at the same spots. Now, if Nene came up in here or Jason Lee, they were like, yo, Food Junkie, I got an opportunity for you. I'm listening. I'm all ears. Because they're already light years where I am. They have the platform that I don't have. They have the means and the communications of people was not to do it. But even though with them, I'm still negotiating my part of that pie. Especially when you came to me. People understand, you have the power. If someone comes to you and say, oh, I want you for this opportunity, was not, and there's millions of people out there that they could have went and touched and tapped, that gives you power. Oh, you want me? Okay, you've been watching me, you researched me, was not? Okay, cool. What's in it for me? Can I get a piece of that? Because clearly you saw something in me, was not, that you thought was valuable. So let me get a piece of that. Let me own my own image. Or a large share of my own image. People don't think about business, well, it's not. People don't think about what it is that they're doing, what it is they have to offer. Like I told someone at my job, one manager at my job, I know my worth. And I'm doing what it is that I'm getting paid to do. If you want me to do more, pay me more. It is what it is. I'm constantly negotiating in my life. I'm not just sitting by letting people say and do whatever they want me to say and do. I came in. This was a job description. You want me to go outside of that? I need more money. If you're not willing to pay me more money, I can't do that for you, unfortunately. Because that's not in my job description to do. You're not going to get free work from me. You're not going to get me to jump around all over the place and not get compensated for it. You're not going to sit here and expect me to come out of town and do a show, give up my creativity, not give up my things and not pay me something. Have me own something, have something tangible for me. How is that tangible for me? Exactly. Exactly, Rick. They sure did, Kwani. They sure did. They sure did, baby. Listen to some more.
Are you kidding me? Nigga. Charlemagne, there was no way for us to know without going in the building that we're not paying attention to any one individual podcast. We are taking all of the numbers and we are presenting them. And that's what we're selling. I don't care about you as your one entity, no matter how great your numbers are. This is a whole, and we will distribute this as we see fit. Charlemagne, no, that's not in the contract because it's their business. They don't have to tell you how they do their business. Charlemagne, I don't expect you.
That right there. What is always said every time they film something? No one knows what's going on but me. No one knows who's coming. No one knows who's going to drop by but me. No one's asking questions. No one's asking who's going to be here because you don't know how someone's going to react to someone else's experience. What's not? You want to get my raw reaction without me being prepared for what's going on. Y'all not even asking questions of who's going to be here. You don't even know who's going to walk into the room. You don't know if you really have a strong dislike for this individual or not, and that you going to have a visceral reaction to this individual. No one knows what's going on but me because you're not at the table. How many times have someone said that? How many times have we heard on here, no one knows what's happening but me? I don't even know what's going on, but I'm there. Huh? How does that make sense? How do you recollect that mentality? I'm walking into a situation blindly with no promises and no ownership whatsoever. But I'm in the room. Not at the table that helps make decisions. Not at the table to help, propel myself forward. I'm propelling someone forward, but not me. I understand that. Yeah. Because when I don't have any skin in the game, I have no money in the game, someone's investing in me, and I'm not putting nothing in. Like he's saying. That's what Spotify tried to do. That's what Spotify tried to do with him. We want to own this. We want to do this and the other, so we can tell you what to do and how to do it, because we give you the money. It may be more money than you ever seen in your entire life, but if you don't retain your ownership, if you don't retain who you are, you're not getting anything from it. Let's set some more right quick.
You to know that because you came to New York as a grown-ass nigga.
Hey, Tam, what's up, baby?
And I got a deal at 20. It's a predatory business.
It sure is.
It's not for you to know. I looked all of y'all in the eye when Revolt came to Breakfast Club for a reason and said, hey, did y'all resign? Sharing is caring. Hey, problem shared is problem solved.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Envy looked me in my eyes and said, I have a family. I took the long term. I'm up. I don't know what they're doing. I'm up. Guess what, Envy? My brother, King. I understand. Because that's what we've been doing.
That's what we conditioned to do.
That's what we do. We gotta take care of ours. You heard what Scottie Pippen said on the fam. I got 29 siblings. I know I'm being robbed. I have to take it. That's the part we don't ever really talk about here when creators start talking about their bad deals. Got that, but what position was you in? Mm-hmm. Because from my seat, all I'm doing is watching creators take money.
Responsibilities.
What don't you understand here? But cool, you don't have to understand. Let me give it to you. A few months back on this podcast, I expressed dog whistling to my people again. Hey, y'all, picture this. Oh, wait, before I get into that, I'm trying to explain to Charlemagne what it is. Because if you can't see it, if you think you know, that's when they get you.
So yeah. What's up, Braxton, baby? How you doing, baby? What people is not, like I said, what people may not understand is that, the system is set up to take advantage of you. And when you think that you're smarter than the system, because I don't think I'm smarter than the system, because I don't know anything at all. All I know is what I can do to make sure that I'm okay. And when your goal is fame, fortune, and that's your only goal, because you think this is how I'm gonna get what I need. Like he said, that's what gets you. That's what they expect you to do. That's what they want you to do. They want you to have all these obligations and all this lifestyle of the rich and famous. So your motivation is the money. That you would do anything for the money. That you would do anything for that notoriety. That you would do anything for the fame. Why do y'all think that I don't have people's names in my videos? But I talk about them all the time. Why do you think that, I'm not out here promoting someone else just to get bigger numbers? I'm okay with a small chat. I'm okay with small views because guess why? I'm still doing what I want to do. And I understand that not everyone wants to hear this type of teaching. Not everyone wants to hear this. Not everyone wants to be exposed to this. They knowingly stay ignorant. They want to stay in the place of, oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't understand that. But when someone's talking to you about that, when someone's talking to you about that, whatever, you choose to walk away with your ears covered and your eyes closed. You don't want to hear the truth as it is, not as you want to hear or not as I hear or not, but as I see it, as people who have their eyes open see it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna post this whole podcast on my community page in a second when I finish up it off here. Exactly. If you don't understand things, you ask for help. But yet, when someone's trying to give you help without you asking for it, you get offended. It becomes, oh, you're jealous. Hold on a second. Let me get some water. You guys give me 1 second, please. Let me get some water. Give me 1 second. Ouch. Water. Sorry about that, you guys. I think it's a word downstairs. But they want you not to ask the question. They want you to think that you know all the answers. They want you to think that, saying what they're doing, what they're saying is what it is. They don't want you to have people telling you, oh, how about you ask this question right here? How about you wonder what's going on here, this and the third? At that. Hey, Reed, baby, I got your message, baby, and it's all good, mama. It's all good, sweetheart. Being ignorant is not an excuse. You're absolutely right about that. I'm Kwani. It's all good to read, baby. It's all good. Let's just listen to some more.
My brother, my fellow king, I went down the street and I'm coming back here to tell you there's oppression down there. Now, you could take the bag and deal with it, but it exists. I'm trying to explain it to him because maybe you don't get it. It's beyond our wildest dreams. Charlemagne, picture this. Iron Man drops twice a week for the next 2 years. What would happen? I ain't got to answer that. Hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Dawn Ostroff, you come from TV, right? Senior level executive staff, you come from television. Longest show in television is Grey's Anatomy, fucking This Is Us, 24 episodes. Rest in peace, Jazz Fly. We love you.
Always.
24 episodes in a television season. Dawn Ostroff, if one show was number one over 8 seasons, because that's the equivalent of what is happening here, though it's not a television show, tell me what would happen. There's no conversation to have when you start all the way over there and I start all the way over here. Newsflash for you people that are laughing, for you people that don't get it, they sent an 8-figure offer. And we said, hey, act like that don't exist. Start over. Reset. Do over. We're not even acknowledging that. Because I have a relationship with y'all, and we've been here 2 years, and you should do the right thing, so forth and so on. Just start over.
So an 8-figure deal, which y'all may not understand, is that there was like, let's say 10 million. That's 8 figures because there's 6 zeros in a million. So 8 figures is 2 past the 6 zeros. Let's say it was 50 million. How many of y'all understand that that's a lot of money? It may not be as a lot for some who are billionaires, but it's a lot for people like us who just creating content. Someone throw a 8-figure deal at you was not. Because they think that you're thirsty, they think that you're hungry, they think that you know what I'm saying, will jump at it. But in order for you to get that 8-figure deal, you have to give up your creativity. You have to give up who you are. You have to have the, bless you, baby, the possibility of someone coming in telling you to change your whole concept of who you are. Now, some people think that it's worth it. Because guess what? You got the 8-figure deal. You and your team. But people like me will ask questions. What is it that I have to give up to obtain those 8 figures? What is it that I have to work through, work on, work without to obtain these 8 figures? What benchmarks I have to reach in order for me to receive the bonuses that's tied into those quote unquote 8 figures? And we already heard them say, what's up, Certified Tech Baby? How you doing? We already heard them say that they keep moving the goalposts, so you can't get the deals. Exactly. How many years will I be locked in to this contract without any type of negotiating power? See, it's the ones that they think is crazy, think the ones that are lazy or think lazy was not that they go after. Because they know that you're desperate for stardom, you're desperate for fame, you're desperate for attention. You're so worried about popping and banging and making sure that everything is, what it is. You're not thinking about what you're giving up. You're not thinking about what it is that you're doing. No, I think that Joe's doing what he needs to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the whole point right there, Braxton Bay. Not everyone is money hungry. Not everyone is that. Some people have integrity enough to where they can actually stand in what they're doing and be okay living the lifestyle that they're living. When you get attracted and addicted to the money aspect of it and the celebrity aspect of these deals and these situations that people are in, just like here in this sector, you lose what it is that made you you. because you're selling yourself. Every time you compromise your integrity, every time you compromise your morals, a little bit of you die until there's nothing left but what they've made of you. And when you allow people to make you into something, you get the power to break you and take away something from you as well. Exactly. You're absolutely right about that, Jermaine. Record labels make billions. But I like to use more so of like a sports reference, because we see these sports athletes, who make these exorbitant amount of money in their contract, 4-year contracts, 5-year contracts, 6-year contracts, well, it's not. Am I just thinking, if you're willing to pay me $135 million over the course of 5 years, how much money are you going to make off of me in those 5 years as well? Because they're never going to give you your equal share of that money from merchandise, from ticket sales, from advertising and endorsement deals, all these things. And if you get hurt, you don't get paid your bonus. If you don't hit these numbers, you don't make your bonus. Constantly moving the benchmark. Constantly. Exactly. Exactly. You're absolutely right about that, Jermaine. They don't own anything.
I never tried to negotiate. I asked 5 simple questions. And when I started hearing,
Kwani, what did you just say? Kwani, what did you say? People don't want to ask the questions. People don't want to ask the questions. When he started asking questions, people started stumbling and fumbling over words. Y'all know I got a speech impediment. Now all of a sudden, everybody else got a speech impediment in the room too. Now everyone else is stuttering and stammering. You understand, over their words because I'm asking questions now. Because they weren't expecting, because they're not used to people asking those questions. They're not used to people asking questions past, oh, what do I sign? You know what I'm saying? They're not used to that. They're not used to people asking, oh, what do I sign? Oh, hold up. So what does this mean? Okay, can you explain XYZ? You laughing, Braxton, baby. I'm serious. I mean, y'all know I got one. Now everyone else in the room got one too. They and I. Ooh and I.
Bye.
Exactly.
Bye.
I'm out.
Hey, y'all fall for, y'all take 80% and we'll take 20% because of fees. Well, what are the fees? Returns. Staff to deal with the returns. Well, wait a second, goddammit. I dealt with this at Complex with Rich Antonelli. You telling me that I payroll the staff? Or would you have to payroll the staff anyway?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Right.
I got to tell my people. Because I didn't know how it worked. All I kept saying was, the soul is missing. The soul is gone. The soul is gone. What I was saying is, oh shit, it's getting whitewashed. I don't know if y'all see what they're doing out there. Rogan is the man. He don't count. They went and got Gimlet in an attempt to mass produce. What do you need when you're attempting to mass produce? You need the technology to do it. Straight from that, they went to Parcast. Straight from that, they went to fucking wherever they went, another white person. And I got to deal with in March, my brother and fellow king, Van Lathan, fresh from being the tokenized black voice at TMZ, giving me a call one Wednesday night while I'm with my son saying, yo, man, how are things over at Spotify? Van, why? Oh, because I just signed a huge.
That's what they do. One second.
Something over there Me and Bill Simmons, I'm under Bill Simmons. And if shit wouldn't have been all right over there, nah, I wouldn't have did that. I wouldn't have came over there.
So what he's saying is that they used another black person who was, I guess, the face of these big deals, of these big things happening, big things popping, to try to pull you in. What I say not so long ago, the whole the Django Unchained situation, the Samuel L. Jackson character, just happy to be in the house. Well, they treat us good over here. Boss treats us real good over here. Why are you worried about what I'm doing? Like he asked the dude who called him. Why are you worried about what my deal is going on over here? And then they got to shuckle and jive was not to answer the question. Because if it wasn't good, was not, I would have went somewhere else. Okay. Stop trying to get me to do something I don't want to do. Stop trying to entice me with other people and what they done. Because what they're doing over here has nothing to do with what I'm doing over here. Come on in, you guys. Y'all have opportunity for y'all. I mentioned the pilot in here. People understand a pilot doesn't necessarily mean that there's an actual show. Like I said a couple days ago, I'll be happy for you if you get picked up for a second season, which means that you got to make it past the pilot stage. You got to go through an entire first season, and people have to like you enough for you to be called back for a second season. Then I'll be happy for you. Because we've seen stuff get canceled right in the middle of the season, get pulled because it wasn't working out. They've decided to revamp the whole situation. And you're left with what? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Braxton, that's the whole point he was making. And that's why I correlated that with the whole Samuel L. Jackson character in the Django Unchained. And when Rick called old dude Uncle Tom, initially, I got it initially. And when Rick broke it down to us a couple of days ago, I even got it then. I'm like, exactly. You're doing stuff when you're saying that is not for the good of your people. It may be work out for you, but you have to make sure that you are doing stuff that leaves a legacy of good work for everyone to follow, for everyone to survive in, for everyone to thrive in. What's up, Sarah Patrick? How you doing? What's up, Monica? How you doing, baby? You know what I'm saying? Welcome. You are left with nothing. You doing it because it works for you in this moment, but are you looking for the future? Or is your future about a bunch of experiences that you had? But yet you nothing is tangible. You have pictures, you have thoughts, what's not, but nothing's tangible. Nothing is there for you to say, yes, I did this, and this is what I gained from this, opposed to knowledge. Yeah, we all have knowledge with that. I can watch you and gain the knowledge of what not to do. I can watch you and see how you moved and how you did it and realize that, oh, that's not something I want to be a part of. We all, when you're putting it on here, we're all seeing it, we're all getting it, and you get from it what you need to get from it to make sure your life will be better. But since you're having this big opportunity, what are you going to have tangible after this opportunity? Right, exactly. You get this big old huge deal, so you say whatever. And you calling me asking about my deal was not. I don't know. You know. That's like saying, "Oh, y'all mad because y'all not at the table. Maybe you should come on to the table or it's not, and see what happens. At least you get some crumbs." Sorry about that, y'all. At least you get some crumbs. You ready to get something? Nothing, right? Now, I'm good. No, and that's not you either, Braxton. That's not you either. That's not you either. Depends on the concept of the show. If the concept of the show is about people that get these things popping, that's everybody. Because everyone has their own little thread in this whole thing of why this thing works the way it works. Those may be some of the bigger names in here, but I'm pretty sure Kwani's edition is valuable. Rick's edition is valuable. Deanna's edition is valuable. 5-8 edition is viable. So when people keep saying, well, there's no show without strong people, no. You can make do with what you have. And based on the concept of the show, they can make that work. Just so happened, what's up? Let's get real, baby. How you doing? Just so happened. See, and Fayette, I don't like those shows. See, to me, they're not good. I'm sorry. I watched, I think, one episode of the Chasing series, and I'm like, this is trash. Because it doesn't represent me. There's nothing to be inspirational. There's nothing inspiring by that. Y'all living in apartments, and cheap apartments here in Atlanta. Hey, Goddess, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? And that's not to shade anyone, but I'm sorry, that's not my type of entertainment. If you're not living better and doing better than me, I'm not impressed. I understand that, but that's not what I want to see on TV. And then if y'all look at their views, they get the same amount of views as we do. Your whole production. Your views aren't in the hundreds of thousands of views. Your views aren't in the tens of thousands of views. They get the same amount of views as we do. 1,100, 2,500. You know what I'm saying? 4,000. And you have a whole production. And you're splitting that money with everyone on that cast. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I'm not trying to look at something that's not inspirational. I'm not trying to look at something that I can't experience by going over a friend's house. Hey, don't forget Muffy, baby. How you doing, sweetheart? Let's listen to some more. Yeah, we listened to the Joe Budden podcast where he talking to Charlamagne about business and how Charlamagne tried to respond to him about what's going on.
Excuse me? See, sometimes you're talking to people who just don't know. He don't know that was insulting. He don't know that was offensive. He's not reading the room. Then you're telling me you left white company to come jump up under another white man when there are black men in position to pay you probably more than him? That bothers me. It bothers me that I'm steady fighting for proper value for niggas that's afraid to fight for the value for their fucking self.
Well, I just said a couple minutes ago, I know my worth. And Rick, you're right about that. If I did a show, it would be more along that time. But even if it was, it would be more reactionary. Then it's not just something fake. But like I said, I know my worth. And if you're not willing to pay me my worth, I can't mess with you. Oh, have fun with that. But yeah, I know my worth. And you're not going to tell me, be it black, white, or whatever. You're not going to tell me what my worth is, especially when you came to me. If you come to me and offer me something was not because you like what I do, they're right there, bells are ringing in my head. Oh, you come to me. Let's see as much as I can get from what's not, and not just opportunity. I need some guarantees in this. If you see value in what I do, give me that value. Pay me that value.
Don't interrupt my mission. I got kids. Y'all got kids. Michelle Obama has a podcast on Spotify. What does it say to you? Because I'll tell you what it says to me. God damn, you got to be the fucking president to get a deal. As a black person over here. If the soul is gone and you're a whitewashed company now, newsflash, you are purposely and publicly teetering to Republican suburbia. Because as I've said months ago here, there's a business in that.
I don't think people caught that, y'all. I mean, y'all. I think y'all caught it. But let's break it down. He just said Michelle Obama has a podcast on Spotify. What that says is you have to be the president as a black person to get a deal on Spotify. That's why I laugh. Because like, damn, that's some real shit. You have to be on that level of a Michelle Obama to get a decent deal on Spotify as a black person. Or at least a deal that she's willing to work within. Sad but true. You're absolutely right about that, Kwame. Sad but true. See, they don't like this type of teaching. Was that where you're not yelling and screaming because someone out, calling someone out their name or dox someone? Was that they don't like all that. They want you to sit here and sell your soul. Even what's so sad about it is that the people that's watching want you to belittle yourself in order for them to come sit over and watch you. When you're teaching them something, giving them some nuggets and some knowledge was not. They don't want that. They don't want you to help them be better. They want to see you at your worst. They want to see you at something that is at your worst. They don't want you to be, you know what I'm saying, your best self. Exactly. Right, Tam? That's why I say I don't think that I've changed too much since I've started on here. And those of you who have been watching me was that y'all are the judge. Y'all can tell me, have I changed? Have my views changed? Yes, I dabble in different things with that, but I also told you from the very beginning, I'm a person who has many talents and they can read you many different ways. It's not always a cuss out. It's not always a drag. You know what I'm saying? I think that I am diverse enough to be able to do what I do, how I do it, without compromising who I've always been, who I want to be, how I want to present myself. Listen to some more.
Definitely. And people play off it. And the business in that would be, we don't share in stock. We don't share in stock.
Ownership.
They came to us and offered us a Rolex instead of even $4,000 of stock. They could have came away with this super cheap vested stock. Let's everybody be protected. Used watches? Who the fuck do you think I am? There's some of y'all podcasters out there laughing, saying, ha, ha, ha. A, you don't know what's to come. B, this is not B for attention. I was talking to Corey earlier. When you're from the mud, you know beef intention. I've had guns drawn in my face.
Facts.
Click. Multiple times.
Facts.
I've been in a room with people that if you say the wrong thing, this could get turned up.
Facts.
It's a blessing, these conversations that we're having. What part of that did y'all miss last podcast when I said, yo, everything worked? Everything worked. Mm-hmm. I got the answer. I put them in a situation where one of two things is going to happen. A, We're going to participate in the ad revenue like all of our contracts say, and by projections, because there's projections for everything. In year one, we way past 10 million in ads in year one. I know because I'm developing my own assets outside of here and building that. I smarten up, open the market up. There's plenty of great people to talk to out there. Some of them are creative. The part that people are missing out there is, hey, amidst all of this racial tension stuff that's going on, guess what you need? You only need one person to get it. Why the fuck are we running around just pandering to people? You need one person to understand what you're doing to be able to do it properly. They're using us is the point. They're using us is the point.
Or attempting to.
They're using us as the point. They're appealing to these Republican shitheads. I mean, think about it. I said to y'all, hey, retired rapper, his two friends, podcast. Pitch it.
Tell me how that goes.
Tell me if they pick it up. No, you guys, they don't pick it up. You know what they do pick up? Black rapper, hip hop. I'm not speaking for me. Back to Mall Point. I'm speaking for us. I've never left the people. I'm ingratiated with the people because the people have the ideas. It's us. Everything I did back in the day is valuable now. Talking to fans, they call it engagement.
See, and that's the point right there. Everything you do, like I said yesterday, was not when I made the video about the content challenge. It wasn't to dog anybody out, was not. It was to let people know when people screaming that no one has content. As soon as this comes on and there's an audience, I have content because I'm saying something, I'm doing something, and someone is getting something from it. Either you like it or you don't. That has nothing to do with me. Sooner or later, you're going to see the value in what I'm doing. Sooner or later, what I'm doing is going to have value, intrinsic value. You know what I'm saying? Because it's valuable to me as it is. It's valuable to me. And, and the funny thing is, folks are getting paid in cars. And yeah, people are trying to pay you in cars and jewelry, trying to pay you in crab legs and crab cakes. Sound familiar? Who's out here talking about they've been on a show and they had crab legs and crab cakes? Y'all mad because we had some crab legs and crab cakes. Who can't go to the local grocery store and buy some crab meat and make their own crab cakes and go to a seafood shop and buy some crab legs? So yes, Tam, people are still getting paid in cars, jewelry, crab legs, and crab cakes. Like I said, I can connect the dots to anything and everything and make it make sense because I'm a critical thinker. I think outside the box. Being given old Rolexes is equivalent on that level. It's equivalent of being paid in crab legs and crab cakes, or Waffle House, I should say. Didn't hear not one person say, "Oh yeah, I got $1,000." Yes, you do, Rick. They do hit the jackpot, Braxton. But that shows you what people's mentality is. Because someone like me, you throw a crab cake in my face on that. First of all, let's be honest. I don't even like crab cakes. I don't, unless I cook it. Because I know how to prepare it to where it's more crab and less breading. No money, no honey, no cash, no ass. Y'all remember the song? No money, no honey, no cash, no ass. Yes. You're not going to get something from me, and you're going to feed me something I can give myself, that I can do myself. I can buy my own crab cakes. And I wonder, the people who drove down, I'm not lying, Kwani. People who drove down, I wonder, did they even negotiate? Okay, I'll come down, but the money that you was gonna spend on the plane ticket, how about you run me that for the gas? Hey, tonight, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? How about you run me that for the gas? How about you run me the money that you're gonna spend for these plane tickets? Well, it's not for XYZ. I'm just saying. Rick, I'm just saying. There's always something to be negotiated when someone wants your presence somewhere. There's always something to be negotiated when your attendance has been asked to be there. And then they want to say, oh, well, Tracy's upset because she didn't even take the deal. Why would someone take a deal that doesn't benefit them? Why would I take a deal or go somewhere when I know that the environment is going to be hostile? Personally, I will go because, I wish a motherfucker would. You know what I'm saying? But a person who don't want to be involved in that bullshit won't go there. They were just happy to be there. You're right. They were just happy to be there. Just happy to be there. Congratulations, Rick. Yeah, like while I'm going to come here, first of all, put myself in danger. Secondly, help you build a show. So therefore, you can use whatever you want to use of me. However you want to use it. You can put me in whatever light you want me to be put into if I come there. See, it's not scary. It's smart business. We're not even discussing, like, you didn't offer, you think a flight and a hotel is enough payment to do something? Well, offer someone a flight and a hotel stay. First of all, if it's not the Ritz-Carlton, the presidential suite, you're not offering me anything. If it's not a first class flight on Delta, you're not offering anything. I'm not going to fly on Southwest where I have 3 different connections. And I'm just coming to Atlanta. From San Antonio to Atlanta, I have to stop in Denver, I have to stop in Des Moines, I have to stop in Timbuktu just to get to Atlanta on Southwest. And then stay at the Red Roof Inn. That's not talent. That's not doing anything. Am I lying? I'm not lying. Y'all heard Dee said she had a layover. Oh yeah, it was a small one, but it was a layover nonetheless. I had a connecting flight on Southwest. I never flew Southwest before, and I had a layover just to get to Florida from Charlotte. Charlotte. Huh? And I'm jealous of that, right? I don't have higher standards than that, right? Make it make sense, people, because it doesn't make sense to me. It's not something that I do in my real life. So why would I do that when I'm getting someone want me to do that? Right, no direct flights. There's no direct flights from Charlotte to Orlando. Right, I don't like. I'm not gonna sit at the airport. I thought I sat there for 2 hours to get on the first flight. And I gotta sit for another 2 hours to get on the flight just to get to where I need to be. Who does that? I don't know if it was a Red Roof Inn, but I'm just saying, like, who cares if it's not the presidential suite at a 5-star hotel, I'm not going. Especially when you want me. Hey, Paulette, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? Good morning. It doesn't make sense to me, but yet we're jealous. Like I said, this I say, know your worth. Know what you have to offer someone. Know what it is that your negotiating power is. Before you sign your life away, was not have somebody look at this. Because it's in the language that you probably don't understand. Hey, Mia, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. Right. If I'm going to go from Charlotte to Orlando, I'd rather just drive. Hell, they drove from Chicago to Orlando. If I got to make all kind of stops and layovers and connecting flights, oh no, not happening. Right. If I'm going to from Atlanta to Paris, yeah, I expect to have one layover somewhere. But if I can get a direct flight to Paris, I'll do that too. Or a direct flight to Mexico, I'll do that too. But I know that if I go from Atlanta to Mexico, I may have to stop in somewhere in Texas, somewhere in in California. I just depend on what part of Mexico I'm going to. But we're not doing all these stops. Hey, Tracy Boo, how you doing, baby? Tracy, what we was discussing is, if you probably just came in, we were discussing the whole Joe Budden response to Charlemagne, and I'm correlating that to what the nonsense that's going on here in YouTube and how he basically is schooling Charlemagne. And if I'm going to post the podcast on my community page so y'all can get the full thing from the beginning to the end. Makes no sense to me. Very much, Braxton. The fact that people think that you're jealous of that is very comical. It's very, very comical. I just don't get it. Like, you are big upping. Like I said, I wish everyone good luck on whatever product you choose to do, because I want everyone to be successful in their own right, in their own way. But don't think that people are jealous of your success because people are discussing what you're putting on YouTube. Don't think that people are jealous because people are discussing what it is that you're doing. Yeah, I think they did. Yeah, because that's a 12-hour drive from Atlanta to Chicago. Oh yeah, because I think that I got a bad taste from him on Love and Hip Hop, but I can agree with people that I don't necessarily too much care for for a personal aspect. But business wise, he's definitely on point. Business wise, he's definitely up there. Business wise, he's definitely saying where it needs to be. Hey, Faith, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? But yeah, it's like people need to really think about saying you don't own anything, and that's a whole ownership. Ownership. What do you own? The experience is just not enough. The experience is just not what it is. We're getting that experience by watching you without having to sacrifice anything. I don't have to know what goes on behind the scenes if I'm not involved. I can decipher from what you show me. I don't have to have an inside look on what it is that's going on if I'm not involved. I can look at what you've experienced and realize that that's not what I want to experience. Hey, Sean, baby. How you doing, sweetheart? Sean, your name been hot on these streets, baby. Good, bad, and indifferent. And I love it all. You know what I'm saying? Because you haven't done anything to me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. The experience is not enough. Sliding through. You know what I'm saying? The experience is not enough. I don't want the experience. I want a piece of the pie. I don't want to be able to smell the aromas of the pie and not taste the pie, not own some part of the pie. Exactly, Mia. Exactly. Hey, Sour Patch Baby. Yeah, you do, baby. You do. Like a little profile. Exactly, Miss Queenie. It's not like we're, you know what I'm saying, jealous. It was not envious of it. It was not. No, you put it out there. Even the late night video you made at 3 o'clock in the morning yesterday, or this morning, I should say. You know what I'm saying? Mm-mm. Don't do that. Exactly. You want enough of the pie quantity to pass some down to your family. Exactly. And I can't pass down crumbs. I want enough of the pie so my whole family can eat. Period. You know what I'm saying? And it's not something that I'm trying to ration out. I want to be able to eat all I want to eat of it, get my fill of it, and also make sure that my family gets their fill of it. That's how much I want, especially if it's my image, especially if it's my likeness, especially if it's my content, especially if it's my talent. If I'm bringing the talent, well, it's not you bringing the money. That's fine, but I need to own my image, my talent. I need to own my creativity. I need to own enough of it to where, you know, I don't feel like I'm being used and used up. Okay. But I'm saying, but if someone's giving you, it's definitely enough for everyone to eat. But if someone's giving you opportunity, was that I want to make sure that I get enough to not only eat myself, but for everyone that I want to eat as well. You're not going to use my image and my likeness, or whatever, and not expect me or allow me to do what I need to do or be what I need to be. You know, and that's the point that Joe Budden was trying to make. He was just making, and people who watch him understand how he think and the mindset that he has. But yet you're still falling and falling for the okie doke. You're still going along just to get along. Joe Budden is all about going against the grain, going against the establishment. Even in his music, it's all about going against the grain, going against the establishment, not just being status quo. Always doing what it is that you need to do to better yourself. Always doing what you have to do to make sure that you are protected and you protecting, you know what I'm saying, your family. Make sure that you're protecting what it is that you stand for. Not just bowing down because someone told you you should or that you have to. You know, it's not about, you know, someone thinking that, oh, well, let me just go on and just be there. No, I don't want to be just anywhere. I don't want it to just exist. I want to live. And when you're just going for the experience of it, that's not living. That's existing. You want to make sure that you're doing everything that you have to do in order for you to be your best self. You're taking in things that help you grow, help you develop into who you want to be. You're not just sitting back idly by and letting someone take control of your destiny. Give people the power to make you to who they want you to be. You want to constantly be there to make sure that you are your best self, that you are doing your best work, that you're putting forth your best efforts. Period. You know, exactly. Right. You don't want to be working like that. That's why I do an equal amount of working and playing. Although I work a lot, I also play a lot. I have fun while I'm at work. I'm not gonna sit up here and be somewhere where I have to be there to get a check, but yet I'm so stressed out, so upset, so pissed off, so regretting walking into the building was not to where I'm killing myself. I want to enjoy myself, and if I can do that, well, it's not. I'm not there. Exactly, Tam. Don't look at the But in the reality star, I look at, I listen to what he's saying because he does spit knowledge. He is very knowledgeable about the business of entertainment. Owning your own, owning your own, standing in your truth, making sure that you are someone who can have something to pass down the line. Exactly, Rick. I'm about investing into the business and investing and owning something was not and not, yeah, 'cause everything else is fickle. Exactly, Braxton. I need that freedom to do what I want to do. If I want to go left, I go left. If I want to cook, I cook. If I want to paint, I paint. If I want to sew, I sew. If I want to create jewelry, I create jewelry. Being able to do all those things. If I want to write some poetry, I write. I do that. I need the creativity to express myself. However, it is I need to express myself in the moment. I don't want people to tell me anything. That's why even when I do design clothes, it's not let me make what I want to make, and then if you like it, you buy it. Or if you like it, it's not I have to make it in your size. I'll do that, but don't tell me anything, please. It it stifles my creativity. It really does. Ooh, I gotta see it. I gotta go watch that, Sean. Hey, Discovering Dads, baby, how you doing? From the desk, I got you, baby. Yeah, a lot of people don't say that. I understand the importance of that, Sean, to operate. You know what I'm saying? What's that? Operating from abundance and not from lack. You do it because you have to, not because you want to. You do it because you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying you should do everything you want to do because you want to do it. You could think I'm broke. You could think I'm rich. You could think whatever you want to think. With that, I really don't care because what you think does not affect me whatsoever. That's why I always say, what people do doesn't affect me. You could think that I'm boring. You could think that I and whatever, but one thing you can't say that he's not talented, and he hasn't shown us talent. It may not be what you like or what you into us not. I may not be on here on hawking, you know what I'm saying, comedy CDs and bad music. Well, it's not, but you know, not everyone is able to do that. Not everyone wants to do that. What you consider your talent is your consideration of your talent. What I consider my talent is my consideration of my talent. You know, everyone's not on here. You know what I'm saying? Not everyone has the talent to sell popcorn to the masses. I'm just saying, yes, that's some little shade there, y'all. That's a little shade. But as y'all know, like I said, I'm shady as well. You know what I'm saying? It ain't my place to show you what I have. It ain't my place to try to flaunt what I have. And so if I have a car that has 60,000 miles on it, so what? That's my car. So what if I have a car that I use duct tape to hold the muffler up? That's my car. Hey, Pizarro, baby, how you doing? We're talking about Joe Budden's podcast and how he was pretty much um, not really checking, but educating Charlemagne on ownership of what you do. Thing is, I got a smaller car. I used to have a big SUV, and people always asking me to move. Can I help them move this? Can I carry this for them? Can I come to this store and help them pick this up? So I got a very smaller SUV, so no one asks me for anything. Because I'm not gonna sit up here and continue to waste my gas, time, and energy helping you get what you need. If you invest in something, invest in it. Hey, Carrie, baby, how you doing? You sure can. Truth. Well, his comic abilities suffice people that like that type of stuff. A bunch of people who talk about, you know what I'm saying, gay sex. A bunch of heterosexual women who talk about gay sex. Is that what you find comedic? Well, it's not. Yeah, I'm a gay man, married to a man, and I don't find humor in talking about gay sex all the time. So talk about gay sex, period. Unless I'm getting it, well, I don't care about it. I don't care about what you're doing. It'll help me bust one. It just is what it is. But that's what you find comic in about your sexual escapades or your sexcapades. You live your life to the fullest. It is what it is. Exactly, Carrie. That's why I got a smaller SUV. Because oh, do you mind me carrying me here so I can pick up this mattress or this TV or da da da? Can you use your truck to pick up this TV for me? Okay. No, I'm like nope, 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 nope. But thing is, you know what I'm saying? Like what Rick, like you said with that, whatever. You really can't lease a trailer. You have to pretty much buy it straight out. You have to pretty much buy it, and that saves you money on all kind of stuff. That extra money on rent that you got to pay, all that stuff. It's a little one less bill, so that way the money that you was paying for rent, whatever, you can stack up. A lot of people don't understand that, whatever. But no one thinks about owning something, owning the rights to your creativity, owning the rights to your channel, owning the rights, and by giving it up, by buying into, by jumping in blindly without asking questions, you lose that. What's up, Deanna, baby? How you doing, sweetheart? It, Sean, you have to worry about that. It's not what you make, but what you keep. You have to worry about that. You know, Deanna, what we were discussing is Joe Button podcast, and he was we already know about the Tahari and alleged accusations of him beating her was not and this and the third, and of course Charlemagne the God comment on it, whatever, and then he got into how his deal was with hey C Tyson, how you doing, baby? How his deal was with Spotify and things of that nature. And so he was basically correcting Charlemagne, or educating Charlemagne, I should say, on the difference between owning something and working for someone else. Basically, it's like he mentioned in the video, whatever, or in the podcast, that Charlemagne actually have the number one morning show on all of Revolt Multimedia Group for the past 10 years. So the Breakfast Club is like the number one show for Revolt, or in that demographic was now for the past 10 years. But yeah, Charlemagne doesn't own that. He worked for someone else and things like that. So it was just really good that, I thought that it was really fitting to what's going on right here, because everyone wants to think that someone's jealous of show, but the show that you don't own, the show that you really have no control over was not. And the people that's over there who are participants in this sad show, you're big up in something that you don't own. Mm-hmm. They won't get it. That's why I said that's why in the title. Y'all won't understand. Check this out. Some won't understand. Just saying. That's what it is. Because they won't understand it. They don't get it. They think that everything is the here and now. Not understanding that, it's so much more than that. Oh, yeah. So, but in real estate, was not you win or lose, Rick. You know that. Some depends on when you sell it, when you buy it. You win and lose. And really, that's the only real reason. That's the only real way. Someone mentioned generational wealth. I forgot who it was on here, in this sector. So when we mentioned generational wealth and how hard it is for us as people to get it, but people don't realize that there are banking regulations and redlining and all these other things that made it hard for Black people to actually accumulate generational wealth. And the only real reason that you can accumulate generational wealth is if you own something. Once again, ownership, own property, own land, own businesses. And when you're making it hard for us to get small business loans, or making it hard for us to buy property, or making it hard for us to do certain things, whatever, and things of that nature it's hard for us to gain generational wealth. You need to be able to actually obtain something in order for you to do all that. Thank you, Sean, for coming in, baby. I appreciate it. You're fine, baby. But yeah, like people don't understand that, like, there's so many different hurdles against us, and when you have someone preaching for the stronghold of Black people, well, it's hard to take that person seriously. It's hard to have respect for that person. It's hard to look at that person and be like, damn, how have you bought into this bullshit that saying you're trying to preach, or do you even believe it, or are you just trying to create controversy to create conversation, opposed to actually having a conversation? You're absolutely right about that, Rick. You're absolutely right. Not that hard. Not that hard at all. A down payment, it depends on where you go. You can do anything from you know, shit 2.5 to damn 5%. Depends on what you want to do and what programs you can find out there and your credit score. But yeah. And I heard someone else say, I think it was Lady Nika yesterday morning, when she was saying that, with all this money that was being given out for the past couple of months with this whole stimulus stuff and this unemployment stuff, she's still know people who didn't pay their rent or didn't pay their bills, and they're out there on looking at the child line. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't sit up here and have opportunities out there, but yet there's no way of you stay saving and stacking money. You know, Makes no sense to me. You have what you want. And that's like Sean said. It's not what you make, it's what you keep. But yeah, y'all, I just want to come to y'all and talk to y'all about this. I'm gonna post this podcast. I'm gonna post it right now on my community page, because I thought it was a really good and interesting podcast. I thought that it was something that we needed to hear, that I can actually connect the dots with and talk about, because we really need to understand, there's so much more going on than just what we think. There's so much going on than what we saying, are privy to. We need to really start expanding our horizons and start thinking outside the box and actually thinking about what's going on in this world. Not only in this world, in this sector, and with us, period. Like, we need to start thinking about it. We need to put more effort into that. We need to make sure that we are constantly keeping our eyes open and our ears open to stuff that can help us be our best selves. You know, Please. So I'm just writing this down. You guys can't talk and type at the same time. I'm talented, but not that damn talented. Exactly, land, right? Tam, exactly, land. Thank you, Connie, baby. Thank you for coming in, sweetheart. But I want to thank everyone for being here. You guys liked the video on the way out. Please, I want to appreciate everyone spending their morning with me, their time with me. And like I always say, everything that you experience, you should take something from it. Don't take in everything, but take something, take a little bit from everything. You know what I'm saying? That's eating meat, spit out the bones. Don't allow everything to that you experience to that you ingest. You know what I'm saying? All parts of it, because not all parts is good for you. Take in what helps you be your best self. And I love you guys for being here. As you know, it's not important that I love you. It's important that you love yourself. You love someone else. You respect yourself, and you definitely respect someone else. Unfortunately, That's why I said they won't understand it, Braxton. They won't understand it, baby. It's not my place to let them understand. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate it. But yeah, y'all have a good day, you guys. If you don't like the video already, please like the video on the way out. And once again, I appreciate you guys as always. I probably may see you guys on my way to work, but probably not. Until next time, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.